Mm. Let me shut this up real quick. Just share it up real quick. All right. It ain't gonna be too long today. I'm in and out, fam. Straight up. But let me see what we got here. Now I got a ton of it is what it is, right? A ton of bats and stuff like that, things of that nature. But right now I'm just gonna go down the line on some things that I like. Just got off work, man. I'm tired as hell, you know. So um we got 15 games of basketball MLB. We got 15 games of NBA. It's going down, right? So I'll figure out how I'm gonna end up doing this shit here, right? Because y'all can see my eyes. I don't even smoke weed or nothing. My eyes are on fire, straight up. My shit red as hell. So with that being said, I'm gonna go through what I got set to the side and all this, So Pittsburgh Pirates and Philadelphia Phillies, we got over under 9 in this spot. Um, not too fond of these pitchers. Don't know what side I want to go here. Especially not a fan of not a fan of Brady Falter there. So at the end of the day, I did have some bats and stuff like that. Um, what do we have here? Now, one thing I will say here for the people who don't know about hits, runs, and RBIs, it's definitely a prop that you need to really really take a look at, right? So right now, I always target Bone versus lefties. Right now, as you can see, his hits, runs, and RBIs sitting at 2.5. Bryce Harper sitting at 2.5, and Olivares, right? He's one bat that did pop for me out of this lineup. He popped yesterday. Then I didn't really go to him. Him and McCutcheon, the ones who popped for me yesterday. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't too much trust them, but I think Olivares got there today. I don't know, man. I don't know. We at the end of the day, we don't know who these teams and stuff are at this point. It could be a lot of things. It could be a number of things that can happen here. But top bats from me side, I give it to Bryce Harper and Edward Olivares, right? One apiece, right? And Alec Bohm, honorable mention because I always target him versus lefties. As you can see, normally these hits, runs, and RBIs come out at 1.5. His shit is sitting at 2.5 right now, right? Probably won't be messing with neither one of these pitches. We got an over under 9 in this spot. Before I go any further, let me check out the weather real quick. Um, if you don't know, if you don't have a meteorologist, then that's Kevin Roth on Twitter. click on one of those links that they'll have right there. Like you said, maybe the windiest MLB forecast I've seen in 10 plus years of doing this. And because I love y'all, I made sure most of the wins are going out. Right, I wish, right? But at the end of the day, good morning, Patrick. Doing a quick drive by, man, and getting out of here. The first game with the weather implications would be Minnesota and Detroit. It rains all day in Detroit until roughly the first pitch. Then it's clear for the rest of the night. So we need to make sure the field is okay. But if it is, but if it is, then our game time hours are dry for baseball. It's also cold, 40s and very windy. 25 miles sustained wind with gusts at 40 miles an hour blowing out to left. So there's also some, it's dry, but this isn't baseball weather concern, right? So it is what it is, right? Philadelphia Phillies Pittsburgh at Philadelphia Phillies, a few scattered showers, but nothing that stands out as a major problem. I'll put it at a chance of a delay. And if the radar looks decent pregame, we'll likely avoid it. Even that, winds out to right at 15 miles an hour. Milwaukee at Baltimore, a good amount of lighter showers in the area, but I still think it's playable. Late start or delay if possible, right? I see, Andrew. Winds out to right at 20 miles an hour, okay? Orange red, New York at Cleveland, similar to Detroit, except the rain lingers longer here. It rains all day and still could see a drizzle at first pitch. They would likely need a late start here, and even then, they are playing baseball with attempts in the 40s. Winds sustained at 30 miles an hour, and gusts at 50 miles an hour. I just don't think that's baseball weather, and they probably hit us with an early postpone. So I think that a postpone is it's not out of the realm of possibilities there. Los Angeles Angels to Boston, winds out to left at 20 miles an hour. Kansas City Royals and New York Mets. A couple raindrops possible, but nothing that will stop play. Winds out to left center at 15 miles an hour. Cincinnati and Chicago White Sox. Winds out to dead center at 15 to 20 miles an hour. And San Diego Padres at Los Angeles Dodgers. Winds out to left at 10 miles an hour. Now, that was a lot, right? So let's rewind. Let's go back to where we were. Let's say this game plays, and weather implications are kind of down. Always, just keep your eye out on the weather implications, man, because it's real. The weather is real, man. You get voids and things like nature. We got two good pitchers on the mound. If this game was clear, whatever the case may be, of course, I would yes. If this game was clear or whatever the case may be, I couldn't talk you off the strikeouts for neither one of these guys. Eight to 10 strikeouts apiece or something like that. 7 to 10 strikeouts apiece. It could really happen in an atmosphere like this, especially with pretty decent weather. But we have weather concerns here. Excuse me. Scuba's strikeout sitting at 7.5 at plus money. Pablo Lopez sitting at 6.5 at plus money. Yes, I like Messi. Yes, I do. So, we know this Minnesota team will strike out, and this Detroit team will strike out too. You can find some plus money if you just want to put these two guys together. You can probably get them at six Ks, and probably 6 Ks a piece to get you the plus money. Minus 107 to get at 6 Ks a piece. I don't mind going there. So it is what it is. Also, it's a no-run first inning candidate game here. So you can take the no-run first inning. You can take the tie or the under 1.5 runs and bankroll builders. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of ways you can skin a cat here. I don't have a side here. I would say I lean towards the under, but probably won't be doing that. This game might not even play, right? Next game on the docket here, the San Francisco Giants at Tampa Bay Rays. And right there, excuse me, I'm sorry, man. I don't have anything for this game. I'm gonna keep it moving. Milwaukee Brewers at Baltimore Orioles here. We got Peralta on the mound. We got Tyler Wells on the mound here. We got over under 8.5 in this spot. we know that we know that Peralta's got that really really good K shit, right? But I was looking over some of these numbers for some of these Baltimore bats. Um, some of these bats hadn't been striking out. You know what I'm saying? But hey, Peralta does have that, got that shit. Yeah, K percentage. Excuse me, his K percentage is up around 30. I want to say around 30 right now. 35 Peralta. Um, Freddie, his K percent is up around 30%. I want to say. So he's somebody that you can look at. I do want to check his splits real quick though, just to see something how he's fared between different scenarios. Just want to take a quick look here. Numbers from last year, they are on the road, right? Numbers from last year was looking like on the road. On the road, his K percentage was down versus lefties at 20%, and then up versus righties at 30%. At home versus lefties, his Ks was at 31%, and on at home versus righties, his Ks was at 41%. This was last year. Damn, he was striking motherfuckers out. Um, Now rewind it to this year to what he's been doing here, 2024. Um, Check out some of the splits, advanced splits here. We are so far we're looking at in general versus lefties. Damn, 38 and a half and 29. You might as well say 30% to righties. On the road, I don't know what type of sample size that we had, but he's actually right now a little bit better on the road than he is at home. At 45 and 37%, but of course, super duper small sample size, so I can't even take too much into that right there. We're gonna get to something, man. We're gonna get to something in 1 second. I'm breezing through this one. I ain't even gonna lie. So if you just want to get to Freddie Peralta's case, be my guest. It's a lot of strikeout candidates here. I might get to his case. I might alter it down or something like that. We'll see, right? I was just worried about. I'm a little bit worried about him. You know what I'm saying? Going up against this Baltimore team and how they haven't been striking out this year that much, right? So versus right hand pitching, this year, Baltimore Orioles K percentage, they down there at the bottom, right? They're at 28, but like I said, he's at 17.9% K rate with 130 WRC plus versus right hand pitching. It's a possibility if these motherfuckers come out, and it's a possibility they could come out here and touch Freddie ass up, right? But we'll see. We'll see. Just keep that in mind, okay? This team is striking out at 17.9% and at 312 plate appearances, right? So we will see. That's all I can say. We will see. To go into a little bit more further into things, to give you guys a little preview of what they look like, I can see where we're. I can show you guys. I can give you guys some names of what they've been doing this year, right? So Gunnar Henderson at 18%. That's below average. Westberg below average at 15%. Ryan O'Hearn at 7.1. That's below average, man. Ryan Mountcastle, that's below average. It's still early, but it is what it is. 14% K rate. Rushman below average. Colton Cowser, he's striking out. James McCann, below average, 14%. Cedric McKellen, Mullins, whatever, he's striking out. Jackson Holiday was yet to be seen. What's going to happen with him? Santana strikes out. Mateo, Hayes. If you see these guys in the lineup, those guys that strike out, they strike out to the guys who don't, the guys who don't. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, right? Yelich has been on fire in Fuego. I didn't add him to my player pool today. I didn't for some reason. I don't know, but he's been on fire. Couldn't talk you off of it. I couldn't even talk your ass off of a home run for him. That's how fire he's been. Colorado Rockies at Toronto Blue Jays. not too fond of the bats here. Not too fond of Feltner either. At the end of the day, if I had to pick a side, it would probably be, I don't know. I can't pick a side in this one here. Gosman been having it bad lately, right? But he does have K upside. Can't deny that. This Colorado Rockies team this year has been striking out versus right hand pitching. In fact, they're top 10 in striking out versus right hand pitching. 26.9%. They get a moral boost at home in Coors, so you can't even really target them and nothing like that in Coors. It's going down, but outside of Coors, you can really target those boys for strikeouts. We'll see what's going to happen. Versus right-hand pitching, they exporting an 81 WRC plus. Not too scared of that. Like I said, away from Coors Field, I'm not opposed to getting to going against them. It's just this Toronto team, they ass can be so anemic at times. This could be a bounce back spot for Gosman. If you want to go to his Ks, be my guest, bro. His Ks should be sitting at 6.5 or 7.5. It's a ton of pitches on this card with high K upside. So it is what it is. I think Gosman hasn't been over 6 Ks this year. This will probably be the game that he might go over. We will see, right? Now, I can't find this outs prop nowhere. I would take his 17.5, but something's telling me it's going to come out at 18.5, right? Atlanta Braves at Miami Marlins. We got Max Fried and Trevor Rogers on the mound. Max Fried needs to step up and be the guy that the Braves need because, man, these Braves they've been giving up runs like a motherfucker, right? Then Rogers got splits, right? So Rogers on the road versus lefties, he gets his ass lit up, something like that. But still in all, I'm gonna get a picture lean towards Atlanta Braves in here. Give me the Atlanta Braves on the money line. Money line parlays, run line straights. Okay. Favorite bat from this game. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going out there. I ain't going out on a limb. A guy who popped for me, always popped for me. Versus lefties, which was Austin Riley. He's gonna be the top bat for me today. It's hard. You can pick your poison with this team. I was torn between Ozuna being number 2, Ozuna and Riley like 1A, 1-2. I can give Ozuna the edge over everybody for what he's been doing. You know what I'm saying? He's been killing it, right? But Acuna, you can look at him for a strikeout. I mean, for a stolen base or two if you want. It's a matter of time before he erupts, though. When he erupts, you better make sure your ass be there, right? Because he gonna go fucking berserk, straight up. I know he is. He can't wait. But like I said, on paper though, what I was looking at, Austin Riley probably one of the top bats in the on the whole slate today, right? So I like Austin Riley. Give me his hits, runs, and RBIs. And whatever else that comes with it. I take it for a hit all the way up to a home run here. All right. His hits, runs, and RBI sitting at -125. I like the value there for him. Jake Berger, the guy hits lefties. He will take Max Fried ass deep if you don't watch it. Marcell Ozuna hits, runs, and RBI sitting at 1.5. You're going to get good value for everybody right now. Everybody's sitting at 1.5 right now. Even Acuna is at a parlay piece at 1.5. I couldn't talk you off any one of these guys at 1.5. Olsen at a 1.5 at -115. Ozuna at -125. Take your pick, right? Take your pick. Pick your poison. I like it. If they don't pan out, they don't pan out. These are straight bets, right? These are straight bets. And parlay pieces if you want. At the end of the day, giving them Braves, moneyline parlays, run line straights. New York Yankees, we got weather implications here, right? If we didn't have weather implications and things of that nature, you can target. Don't give me the line, but yeah, you could target lefties on both sides of the ball here. That's one thing. But top bat for me in this game would probably be Soto. You can look at Soto walks, whatever the case may be. He has been walking. This is what he does. I keep telling you that this is what he does. You can take a look at his walks real quick before I move around. Mm. He's killing it in the walk game. He was killing it last year. That's why I like his hits runs and RBIs because he's gonna probably get in. You can look at his runs. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get on base, and he got guys like Judge and Soto, and Judge and Stanton and guys like that to help bring him home. So good look at a run for him. You know, but I did. I know he's got to walk in at least 3 or 4 games straight. I want to take another look at it real quick. Uh, if I could find, I know the logo is probably right in my face. That's crazy. And it's right there in front of me, man. Am I getting old? What the fuck is up, man? I gotta point that shit. Okay, there you go, right there. Now this game, if this game was going dry, it was a normal day, I would look towards the over here. I would look towards the over here. I ain't even gonna lie. I like, man, trust me, I like some bats here. I like some bats here, man. I definitely do. Where is Soto at? I hate when they do that. Okay, there goes Soto right there. Let's look at his walks, right? So actually, he has a walk in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight games. He was over 50% last year. I can show you some numbers last year. He was over 50%, almost 60% to a walk last year. So he was just getting walked, walk, 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 walk. However, last 10 games, like I said, he's got a walk in 5 straight. He's warmed up, right? He's warmed up. His hits, runs, and RBIs at 1.5. He's hit this number in 5 straight games, right? 5 straight games. You could have been eating off that hits, runs, and RBI prop. His walk prop was sitting at minus 200 now. So it's just, it's up there now, the parlay piece, right? So it is what it is, right? But as far as the bats and things of that nature here, I like, man, I like Judge, Verdugo, Jimenez, Volpe, not Volpe wasn't on my radar. The twins, Bo and Josh Naylor, Stanton, Ramirez, Naylor, Soto. Soto's supposed to be in there. Soto. So I like even Will Brennan. I like a lot of these bats here. I lean towards if this game was no weather implications, I would lean towards the over here, right? So it is what it is in that spot. Um, Los Angeles Angels and the Boston Red Sox here. We got Detmers on the mound, Houck on the mound. Both of these pitchers, they did a little something. They probably Houck, I know he did a little tweaking or something because he's coming out throwing fireballs, right? So both of these guys strikeout props sitting at 8.5, 6.5. I couldn't talk off neither one. Reed Detmers, he's a guy that when he's got it going, he's got it going, man. But if you hit yeah, but you know what I'm saying, his ass could fall off too. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he keeps the train rolling. I think he's probably got like 17 strikeouts in his last 2 games. So he's been, striking motherfuckers out. Tanner Hawk as well. Both of these teams strike out versus their respectively handedness here. You'll say Boston striking out versus lefties and Angels striking out versus righties. I want to say Houck is a righty, right? Yeah, he is, right? Let's see. Yeah, 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 yeah. We've got a lefty righty matchup here. All right, just go here, man. Goodness gracious. Let me see. Let me make sure. Yeah, so we got Houck is the righty. Detmers is the lefty. Um, versus this team, Detmers has in 30 plate appearances, a 43 K percentage, average at 107, and yeah, and then versus Tanner Houck versus this team, 68 plate appearances, 25% K rate, with a 237 average there. So they've been doing good. They've been doing good. And like I said, Angels, who's versus right hand pitching right now? Angels versus right hand pitching. They're top 10 right now at 374 plate appearances, 24 and a half. 25% K rate, 91 WRC plus. versus left-hand pitching here. Um, versus left-hand pitching this season. Maybe not that big of a sample size, but what team was that? I know y'all get tired of me forgetting shit, but what team was that? Oh fuck, Angels and the Red Sox, right? So the Red Sox, Boston, they are number two in 147 plate appearances, number two in striking out versus lefties. Okay, so you can look at strikeouts for these guys. If they don't get there, they don't get there. But you can look at strikeouts for these guys. Bats, as far as bats here, of course, Trout is always in play. And then I was looking at Cassis. Cassis again. I went to Cassis yesterday. Shout out, he cashed for me. I'm looking at Cassis again, man. Hit run. I mean, you can look at them at least for a hit. Both of these pitchers, they're pitching their worst versus left-hand batters, so the lefties are in play. But it's a decent pitching matchup. I might stay off. We got a total of a 9 in this one, so it's a couple runs expected to be put up there. So one guy that was popping was Mickey Moniak, right? Outside of Mickey Moniak, he does hit the ball pretty hard, but he got to catch it, right? So it is what it is. I lean to the over, man. Strikeouts for both pitchers. Now we get to the part where Kansas City Royals at New York Mets, right? And we steady getting value with these. We steady getting value with the Royals. The Royals continue to kick ass, right? We got Severino on the mound. We got Walker on the mound, and my boys, they keep on doing what they do, right? I'm finna get ready to order a motherfucking Kansas City hat, man. So at the end of the day, here's how it's gonna go, right? We're looking at first of all, let me get the Mets out the way with Brandon Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo is in play. He's been in Fuego. He terrorized that Atlanta team. I like the numbers, the pitch mix for him in this spot. I think he could at least get a hit. Okay, Bobby Witt numbers in that versus that pitch mix, sweet. You know what I'm saying? Bobby Witt is off the chain. You know what I'm saying? You could also look at him for stolen bases, hits all the way up to a home run. Definitely in play. He's on fire right now. My guy, Nelson Velasquez. You're gonna give us they're gonna give us his hits, runs, and RBIs at plus 115. Like, yo, and he's been on fire. He's been in fuego. We constantly eating off of him. I got Nelson Velasquez money in my pocket. This boy is strong, man. He's strong. The pitch mix, powerful, big power. Let me get there over, right? Vinny Pasquantino, he popped a little bit for me, along with Adam Frazier kind of popped as well. So at the end of the day, I do think that this Kansas City Royals team put up points on this Mets team. They're trying to put the league on notice right now. If I'm betting this game, I'll probably end up taking the value here in the Kansas City Royals. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is, right? They've been hot, or they've been whatever, right? So I like the Kansas City Royals. I might not get there. I don't like the pitching matchup. That's the only ring that's keeping me not from getting there, man. It's the pitching, right? But I do like the bats, so it is what it is. Those are the bats I like there. Next game will be the Cincinnati Reds and Chicago White Sox. Right off the bat, give me the Cincinnati Reds, money line parlays and run line straights. It's a lot of bats that I like here. Top two bats for me, Will Benson and Edwin Encarnacion Strand. I think I like Encarnacion Strand a little bit better. I got to go back and compare him and Benson's numbers. Um, 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 but everybody, the whole team is in play. The Cincinnati team is in play. Not a big fan of Chris Flexen, right? Texas Rangers at Houston Astros, another game that I expect to go over. We got a 9.5 over under in this spot. Dunning on the mound, France on the mound, and these teams meet again, right? So the two bats. So look, the top bats on this team, you got Alvarez and you got Corey Seager. Those are two bats, the two top bats, undeniable. The two bats that popped for me was Evan Carter, right? He popped, and the top bat that popped for Arizona was still, I mean, for Houston was still Jordan Alvarez. But don't get it twisted. I like a lot of bats in this game. So over under 9.5 in this spot. And this is one of those games that I'm expecting for it to pop off. If this game pop off, you can see tons of hits, runs, and RBIs in this one here. Adolis Garcia is sitting at 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and that's the only person on this in this game right as of right now sitting at 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. So Corey Seager has been he was down a little bit. I ain't gonna say down, but he's been off the last couple games. I look for him to bounce back here. Everybody's in play. Everybody's in play. Now, you know what I like? I love the split for Yanya Diaz at home versus a righty, the righty matchup. He smashes, bro. He smashes at home versus righties. Don't be surprised if he don't have a monster game here. So it is what it is. Right up under um right up under Evan Carter that popped for me. It was for this team, Marcus Seaman followed by him, right? Followed by him. But actually, overall, out of all the bats that I ran through the ringer, Evan Carter was the one that popped the hardest, you know? So uh take it for whatever it's worth. It is what it is. I will not be looking at the pictures here. Now, these both of these offenses have shown the ability to sell. They, what I'm saying, they've in good spots and just sell, right? Just go out there and just sell. Altuve is on fire, right? So, Bregman, the righty splits. You gotta like Bregman. So I like all these bats, right? I like them all, man. Adolis got muscles coming out his ears. It's just going down, right? So hopefully this game lives up to its potential, right? The rest of these games here, I ain't even gonna lie. The Cubs, like Seattle Mariners, they strike out a lot. So if you think we can, Wicks can get over that 4.5, be my guess. Otherwise, I don't have nothing else to deal with that game. Washington Nationals at Oakland Athletics. Oakland Athletics are the favorites here. They got Irving and Blackburn on the mound. If Blackburn goes out here and plays pretty good, you can look at him for his outs. Okay, his outs will be coming out at and that's what I'm waiting now. I'm waiting on a few outs recorded. So let me rewind it to the back here. And Paul Blackburn, his outs are sitting at 17.5 at minus 110. I do think he can get there. I lean towards the over outs for him, right? And then the top bat that popped for me for Oakland was Zach Geloff. And then these other bats for for Washington, I just don't. I couldn't pinpoint. I couldn't pinpoint who I liked or whatever the case may be. So I can't give you a bat. Same thing with this. Dodgers. We know who the Dodgers are. You know what I'm saying? We know who they. We know who's on the team. Be my guest. Take what you want to take from that team. I couldn't single out a favorite bat. I couldn't single out a favorite bat. And I ain't just gonna give you guys nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just anything, just blurt out some shit. That's gonna be some thought out shit. So I couldn't pinpoint a bat. San Diego Padres, they don't strike out much. You got Yoshida on the mound here. And Yoshida actually they put up runs on him in the beginning of the season. I guess they were where were they? I forgot where they was, but they put up runs on him. Yoshida should be looking to get some get back here, but like I said, this San Diego Padres team don't strike out much, right? So that's it. That just about sums it up right there. Um, quick overview of the bats again was what happened? They disappeared. Damn, I had them over here. Y'all seen them? The bat, the bat slip empty now. Man, that's crazy, right? That's crazy as hell. So, outs. I want to take a look at outs real quick. I see a pathway where Blackburn can get there. Brandon Fott. I see a pathway where he can get there at minus 140 over 15 and a half. Um, Andrew Abbott at 15 and a half at minus 125 going up against the Chicago White Sox. I think he can get there, right? I'm starting to really like that, right? If these two boys are dealing, then it's a possibility both of them can get there. Tanner Houck will have to go 6 innings, and then Reed Detmers, he'll have to go 5 2/3 or some shit like that, right? Walker, Feldner, Freddie. I'm surprised to see us out sitting at 16 and a half, but I'm surprised. It's fishy. It's a fishy line right there, man. I told you guys the motherfuckers don't strike out. Ain't been the usual suspects ain't been striking out, man. It's a fishy line, but Peralta, you can't count him out. And I'm not fucking with Chris. I'm not messing with it right now. The Christopher Sanchez, I ain't even gonna mess with it, man. I ain't gonna mess with it. So there we go. I'll tell you what. Give me a few minutes. I need to make a call. I got an important call to make. Give me a few minutes. I'll probably put out a YouTube short and a Facebook reel or something like that with 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 uh with some bets that I'm getting ready to put some money on and a couple bets. I got on chalkboard, but they don't have an interface, right? So they don't have an interface, and I want to see what's up with chalkboard. So I got on chalkboard. At the end of the day, though, um, hey, it is what it is, right? Uh, Peace out, family. Oh, you know what? For the money lines, let's see. A quick money line parlay. Y'all got me doing money line parlays, man. Y'all bogus. Let's see. ATL. Shit, I like Cleveland today on some money line type shit. Cincinnati. I skipped over this Arizona game, man, and I didn't have too much for it. So we'll take the Dodgers, man. We'll take some chalk, man. We'll be chalky. We'll be chalky. Let's be chalky, man. This fall. Braves, Cincinnati, Dodgers, Toronto, right? Braves, Cincinnati, Dodgers, and Toronto. Okay. All right. That sums it up right there. All right. Um, quickly. If I had to take the one bat, it would be Soto. No, Harper. Harper from Philly game. One bat from Baltimore. I'm going past that shit. Austin Riley, Harper, Riley, mm, Nelson Velasquez, mm, 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 mm. Jordan Alvarez, some heavy hitters, right? I want to say Encarnacion Strand. I want to say him bad, but you got other guys like Benson, but that's who popped for me. Uh, Encarnacion Strand, right? So those are some bats right there. It's I got plenty more bats, but it is what it is. What's up, Riley? Man, I'm getting ready to get out of here, Riley. Go ahead and check it out. You can check it out the recording or whatever the case may be. I'm getting ready to get out of here though, bro. I gotta lay down, man, and I gotta make a phone call. Most importantly, all right. So peace out, man. Um, be safe in the NBA streets tonight. Make sure you check the injury report up until every lock of every game, because it's about to go down tonight. It's about to go down with these injury reports. Knowing your personnel will get you some bread tonight, bro. Knowing your personnel. If you know your personnel and who to pivot to, and what these people can do, you can make some money value. Even if you have to laugh at it. Okay. That being said, guys, peace out, man. Straight up, peace. Mm.